And happy summer, everyone. It's Super Guy KY, and today this is our project. This is my brother-in-law's actual 2015 Honda Civic, and he's looking for an upgrade. So this is what we're gonna give him today. This is a multimedia player. EzoneTronics reached out to me, thumbs up to them, and we're gonna replace his stock radio with this upgraded one. Apple CarPlay, maps, all the fun stuff. Now when you do this, I would highly recommend having a trim set removal tool. You'll see in a bit what I mean by this, but first of all, what comes out of the box? Okay, so when you open the box, this is your brand new unit right here. So Apple CarPlay, maps. This is your trim piece right here that's going to go around your stock interior. So make sure you get the right color that's gonna complement your interior already. In my case, black is the exact one I need. Right here, plenty of audio and visual connectors to transfer over. These are the new interfaces right here, along with the new antenna wire. And of course, you get a new manual. Make sure you follow this. Safety first, so before you do anything inside the car, make sure you disconnect the negative.
Be gentle removing this, don't damage the sensor. So to start installation, you're going to go down and pop this open. There will be 2 screws to remove. You can use a plain Phillips Phase 2 head for this. The one on the driver's side and the one on the passenger side here. Grip with both hands, give it a yank, and it'll pop. Now once you have that down, there will be 2 more screws to remove. You see right here. These are both just Phillips Phase 2 as well. Go ahead, unscrew, and remove them both. Once you have that panel out of the way, there will be 2 bolts underneath that are holding the radio in place. One on the driver's side, one on the passenger side, and they are both 8mm. Once you have all this out, let's just try and pull it towards ourselves. Like that. Hey, look at that. And careful on that vent. Wow, check that out. That's easy, isn't it? Okay, let's get all these connectors off. Remove the hazard lights connector right here. Next, you're going to have the actual climate controls, which is on the bottom. I use a screwdriver to pry that one out. Now let's go for the radio itself. That's the antenna. And then we have the speakers, and we have right here to the actual driver information center. There's a little tab. Hold it down with your finger, unlatch, and pull it out. Now putting the old one right next to the new one, you can see there's plenty of clips, plenty of screws for the climate control, radio, and this vent right here that you're going to need to transfer over to the new one. So all these areas that I'm pointing out, they're going to need to be filled, and that's your next step in the installation process. This should only take you about 3 or 4 minutes. One step that you may run into right here, this tab on the vent, it's not actually going to fit with the new unit, so the simplest thing to do is just to cut it off, and you'll see right here I simply grab an oscillating tool, power it up, and I cut it off. Now when you put it back on, it fits super snug and perfect. Now just finish up your install of everything being transferred over. Beware, you may need to use some serious force, just like this, to get the last one in. Now we need to put all of the interface connectors in. This is for the main. You're going to need to flip over that latch after you push in. Now we're going to do the speakers. This is to the front speaker right here. Now we're going to attach the antenna adapter. Find this one and plug it in till you hear that snap. Find this connector. Then find the car speaker connector, push them through until you hear that snap. For the GPS antenna, I ran the wire through the side panel and I lowered the glove box. Then the other side of the wire comes through the radio opening. Here is the little connector that you have to put onto the new unit. Find a clean area on the dashboard, peel off the tape, make sure you give it a good push so you have a great GPS signal. Make sure you attach the GPS to the back of the unit. We're almost ready to completely reinstall. Once you have the GPS completely snugged up, let's get to the rest of them. This is the antenna that you put in that top corner. Push it in until it's snug. Go to the main connector right here. Make sure you feel a good seat. Plug your climate control connector back in until you hear a snap. Go ahead and plug the hazard lights back in. Now we need to use this interface module to connect to both new connectors and to the car. So we're going to find this connector, pop it through, and find this other side, and do the same thing until you hear a good snap on both ends. Now when you're ready to reinstall, these two tabs might hit right along this right side here. So what I did is I just took them off and I snipped them with some tin snips. So if you're running into that issue, try that and see if it'll fit. Now you should be ready to fully install it. So just line it up, get all of the clips, all the wires, make sure you're not going to pinch any of them, give it a hard push. You should hear some snapping right if you get it into the correct location. So I just reconnected the battery, and as you can see right here, it doesn't know what time it is. But before I put everything back together, let's see if this works. And key in. Let's see if this lights up here. Whoa, look at that. Cool. So it looks like it's set up for Android Auto, but we're going to use it for Apple CarPlay. Cool, look at all that. Okay, we'll do this in a minute, but for right now, let's get all this back together. And we see right here.
Take the exit.
Yep. And this works. Not everything's this easy, so I appreciate it. And look at that. Apple Maps works too. This is my son's favorite song because it's a song that plays at the beginning of cars. Ka-chow! Unless you want to solder wires, this is what it's going to look like because I did not hook up the backup camera. If you see this little clock showing up or this other one, then you need to make an adjustment because it'll run your battery down. Navigating through the settings menus, you're going to find this screen, and then you're going to select CAN Type Set. After you have all of your other information inside of here, go to the far left column under Provider, select Simple, save it, and you should be good. So there you have it, guys. Everything works, and if you're in the market for a budget-minded car multimedia system, make sure you check out EzoneTronics. This is Super Guy KY saying, be super today, keep wrenching, and I'll see you later.